Hi, I'm John Wallace from Union Home Mortgage with Dave Springsteen from Cressy and Everett. Dave is the president of the Real Help Foundation, and I'm the vice president of the Real Help Foundation. I think it was about 3 years ago, Dave, that we officially became a licensed
Yes, it was
501c3.
2014, yes.
So it's your foundation. Well, in average, around the country right now, most families don't have more than $500 sitting in the bank. And no matter how good our health is now, or we all know somebody who's had cancer, all of us had a child that was diagnosed with an illness, lost their house to a fire. And that's really the purpose of the Real Help Foundation. We, on a regular basis, have contributed small amounts to help people in that quick time of crisis. For instance, if the house burned down, here's a few $1,000s to help you get into a hotel right now while you're working out the insurance and what's going to happen.
Yeah, I have to put my glasses on here, but just to read our bylaws, so to speak, or our purpose or mission statement. It's to provide financial assistance to persons identified by the Southwestern Michigan of Realtors who are within the local Berrien County, Cass County, and Van Buren County communities who are suffering from great hardship due to illness or other tragedy, and as a result are in need of financial assistance. And a little bit about the history of our foundation is we've been doing this for years. This is not a new foundation, even though the foundation is new, so to speak.
The Southwest Michigan Association of Realtors has been doing this kind of thing for years.
For years. As far as we've had the golf outing for years that raised money to help in these certain circumstances. We needed to create a foundation purposely or distinctly for this purpose, and not be doing this as a mixture of the Board of Realtors. It had to be separated, and we did this. The ironic thing was one of the spearheads for this foundation was Steve Coolidge, who, as you know, John, and who was on our board, and a short time after this had a debilitating stroke and ended up being a recipient of this foundation. So it's really, it was just a ironic turn of events, unfortunate turn of events.
Well, and everybody knows Steve, and everybody knows Candy as well, and it takes a toll on both parties in that part, both on Steve and continually. It's still impacting Candy to this day. But there are, as fortunate as any of us may be, as successful as we may be in the business, we're really a pretty small family. When you talk about, say, 700 realtor members of the association and then the affiliates who are attached to the association as well, the ability to create the 501c3 fully licensed nonprofit allows us to take donations all year long and solicit from other folks, as well as our main fundraiser, which is the golf outing. And this year, more than 25 teams. That's the largest participation we've had in years.
Yeah.
But our bylaws also state farther down that half of whatever we raise is going to be donated as families have need throughout the course of the year. So unlike some larger foundations who have a period you have to apply by April 15th and then they give out their money, we may meet as needed because we never know when life will just happen to somebody we love or know.
Absolutely. And another thing, I just wanted to mention some of our board members. Basically, there's I'm the current president. John here is the
I'm in charge of
vice president. Basically, John does all the work and I take all the credit. The Michelle Alger from Peer Realty is the secretary. Mary Watkins, that's a new name now, is treasurer from
First American Title.
And we had a member, Chris Marsky, who took Steve Coolidge's position, and that position is now filled by Josh Frazee.
Chris with At Properties and Josh with Remax by the Lake. And Josh, by the way, congratulations. His wife just had their second child.
Great. And otherwise, we have Sherry Hausman, who everybody knows has been a part of the board forever. Sherry's not actually a board member, but probably the hardest
working member of the team. Yeah.
And then we also have Lonnie Atherton, who heads up our golf outing. He does the basically most of the work attributed to setting that up and getting everything organized for that. Other than that, we do have the golf outing coming up. We have over 25 teams, or 25 at this moment, but I think we're going to probably have
26,
a couple more.
27, yeah.
Yes, and get out if you can and help there. We do have other ways of contributing. We do have these cards that you can pick up. You can call John or myself or the board office. This is just a way to contribute to the foundation, basically a monetary donation. We do have different brochures as well available that give you information. We'd like to get those around as much as we can.
And the brochures have some personal family stories of folks that we've helped.
Absolutely.
So, and he was joking about me doing all the work. It's a full team effort. Mary Watkins does quite a bit. So does Michelle Andrews. Josh has done a great job helping us with fundraising for this golf outing. And one of the nice things about just making a donation to the Real Help Foundation is that's 100%. If you're just cutting a check donation to the foundation, that's 100% tax deductible off your tax return. So, and we're not that far away from going, oh, I need some more deductions before the IRS wants some money out of me.
Sure. You notice he didn't say my name with the list of workers.
Well, you're already in there. I was just trying to say that it's a real team effort, and yes, Sherry does an awful lot of work for us as well. So, and everybody should be well aware of who Lonnie Atherton is, because he spent many years in the mortgage industry as well before retiring, and his wife Nancy is over at First American. So, we're really excited about this year's outing, but also about the long-term growth for the Real Help Foundation to help build up those assets so that, again, when any of us run into life, as it can happen at any time, that there's something available to help you through that short-term period while you get things straightened out. So, and we hope it doesn't happen, but life happens.
But it does, yeah. And remember, this is your foundation.
So, the Real Help Foundation, as part of, and is affiliated with the Southwest Michigan Association of Realtors. Thanks for your time.